Hey folks, Kilt-Man here. Kilt-Man at your Christmas Eve services. How are you all? I hope you're all doing very, very well. Now, I hope you're all doing better than me, because I'm not very well at all. Oh no. It seems I've gone and done the thing I do every Christmas time. I've gone out, partied hard, drank too much, and worn too little. And I'm now really, really sick. As Mrs. Kilt-Man said, only this morning, at about 4:30, when I woke her up with a huge racking coughing fit, which drove me to there were tears coming out my eyes. There was tears coming out my ears. And then you can't breathe. And you think, I am going to die. I am going to die. And then you stop coughing and suddenly you realise, oh, you're still alive. She said, you do this every year. You go out partying with all the old fogies, she said. All the old geezers who were all COVIDized. Maybe there's some truth to that. But yeah, so the point of this is Die Hard. Oh, I had lots of plans to do all the first 3 Die Hard movies in consecutive order in the run-up to Christmas. And, well, I'm not fit enough to do it, to be honest, because you know how excitable I get. Well, I'm not firing on any cylinders at all at the moment. I've got this raging thirst and pounding headache, immensely sore throat. It's like my throat is like broken glass, you know. And sniffy bunged upness, and it's hitting my chest now. And those coughs, as I said before, oh sweet Jesus, they are nasty. Really scary. So we've all been ill, we've all had this sort of thing. But each time you get it, it's the worst it's ever been. And the older you get, you know, the symptoms are exacerbated by your lack of stamina. So I'm limping as well. I've only got a bad chest and a sore throat and a blocked nose. Why is my leg hurting as well? Well, that could be all the dancing I did the other night. Cheers, y'all. Orange juice. Vitamin C, y'all. Ugh. You've got to water it down. Don't drink pure orange juice, just straight out the carton or the jar or the can or whatever. No, water it down. It's more digestible that way. Another symptom I had was really sort of acid burning indigestion, which I've never had before. I've never had indigestion. I've never had that sort of acid reflux thing. Oh, that's not good. Having said that, because that woke me up a couple of times in the night as well. Just like this searing, hot, burning quality just all around here. Esophagus was just melting completely. And it lasts for I don't know, probably about 15 seconds, but it felt like forever. And you try and go back to sleep again, and it'd do it again. Well, I've never had that before. So that was frightening as well. Now, it hasn't actually done it since. Yeah, that doesn't sound like much. Once it kicks in, God, it's the apocalypse. But, so I was going to do a slew of Die Hard stuff. You're hearing Michael Kamen's score for Die Hard now. But no, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to save that till afterwards. Which is a shame, because, you know, the first 2 are Christmas movies, for God's sake. Anyway, so what I am going to do a bit later on, providing I'm feeling up to it, and this is something I promised to a friend of mine a while ago. Sadly, they're no longer with us. But you know me and my timing. I promise all sorts, very rarely deliver. To do a commentary on, of all things, The Snowman. Yes, the animated little movie, The Snowman. And the sequel, The Snowman and the Snow Dog. Now, they're both on live TV. Terrestrial TV in the UK on Channel 4 today. So I'm going to rig this up, providing I'm up for it. I'm going to rig this up, because one's Snowman, and then straight after, Snowman and the Snow Dog. There'll probably be little adverts as well, but you know, don't worry about things like that. And I'll do a commentary on those. Just, it's a last-ditch token effort just before the big day to do something Christmassy and festive. And the Snowman. I mean, oh, I'm testing my resolve with that, because you guys know I can get quite emotional. And the Snowman is a tour de force of emotions. It leaves you absolutely wrecked, cringed up, bawling over the edge of the settee. And it's a trial by fire, because when you've got kids, at some point, being the cruel parent that you are, you're going to sit them down and make them watch the Snowman. We did that with both our kids and our dogs. But we wouldn't sit and watch it with them. When the crucial moments came, we'd be out the room, but looking through the crack in the door by the hinges to see what their reactions were. And yeah, it's tried and trusted. You can have a heart of stone, it'll reduce you to a quivering wreck. So, cheers to the Snowman, and cheers you all. And cheers to John McClane as well. I'll get around to you, buddy, I'll get around to you, I promise. So that's coming later. I've just noticed as well, because I've been blowing my nose, I've got the festive the festive hooter as well. I've got the big Rudolph, because my nose has gone all red and blotchy, and my nostrils are sore as well, you know, because you blow your nose and then you do the wipage, and so you rip and score your nostrils. Oh man, I'm laying this on thick, aren't I? But I do feel that bad though. I stupidly went to town, as I said I was going to do. I went to town on Friday night in just kilt and a vest. And town was crap. It was unbelievably rubbish. It was a sausage factory for one thing. So there was no fun and games, nothing ooh la la. So I called it a night very early. But trying to get a bus back home again. The buses, you know, they're shite and unreliable at the best of times. But during the Yuletide period, they're nigh on unheard of. So there's a queue, 1,000 strong, waiting to get on one measly bus. And you're waiting over an hour for the bastard to turn up. And of course, when you're moving around and you're in bars and clubs and that, like, you can wear next to nothing. You're not going to feel the cold. But if you're just standing round in it for ages, suddenly the error of my ways. And you wonder why I feel ill now. I already was feeling rough at that stage, but that just made it even worse. But on the way back, I heard the sound of a band playing in, of all things, the nearest pub to Kilt Mansion, the Cask. You've heard me talk about it a lot. And the Kappa band was on in there. And so I wandered in and bopped the rest of the night away. And it was great. But of course it left me because you stayed for a bit longer than you really meant to. And when I come home, I was still clutching a little glass of whiskey. When you come out of pubs and clubs, there's always bottles and glasses just left on street corners, on people's walls and that. I'm not like that. If I nick a glass, I take it home and keep it. That's what I do. In fact, that is the glass that I brought back. This one here. So, and then I woke up and I was colossally worse. Not only did I have a hangover, I never get a hangover. I drink whiskey. I don't get hangover whiskey, but I did have a hangover yesterday. And of course, that just became, that was the evil portent for what was about to smash me right in the mush. The dreaded lurgy. Oh, you've probably got COVID. You want to do a test? Why? What difference is it going to make? If I've got COVID, I've got COVID. If I've got another bug, then I've got another bug. If I've got the flu, I've got the flu. What difference does it actually make just knowing the actual source, the culprit? It's you. It's COVID. Who cares? Oh, I do apologise, folks. And I hope the cough doesn't ruin the commentary later on. As I say, look, there's me saying, oh, we're going to do this later on. But if I'm feeling really bad later, then that isn't going to happen either. And the thing is, got to cook the turkey today. Got turkey, got beef, got lamb. I just couldn't cook the turkey today and do the beef and the lamb tomorrow. But as Mrs. Kilt-Man said, you know, why do you need the lamb? The beef and the turkey is enough for us. I mean, there's 4 of us. 5 including the dog. But one of them is a vegetarian. So the meat doesn't matter. So it's only 3, 4 with the dog who'll be eating the meat. And the turkey and the beef will be enough. But, you know, I haven't had lamb for years. I'm dying to have some lamb. So we got lamb. She goes, well, let's save that till later in the week. Oh well. So Another plan has gone to rack and ruin. So cook the turkey today, and I don't want to be touching food. You know, I'm infected. I'm poison. But I'm gonna do that, and then do all the cooking tomorrow as well, which will be great. Hopefully, I can bounce back from this, and throughout the course of the day. I mean, the fact that I'm talking now without coughing my lungs up every other second, which I have been throughout the night, was awful. Providing it may subside a little bit, and I may venture into the realms of alcohol again. It's a good anaesthetic, you know, it soothes the throat. Yeah, that's probably why I got the acid heartburn. It's ripped and scored all my insides. Dear God. So I'll hopefully feel better later. We'll get the Snowman done. And no, you probably think, what? I don't want to watch the Snowman. I don't want to watch the Snowman with you yakking all the way over it. I know, but I did promise someone, and if they're looking down, I will keep that promise. So that's coming later on, and I will attempt to do something tomorrow on Christmas Day. A special greeting to you all, and you never know. I could bounce back overnight. It could be fine. That's my wish to Santa. Make me better. Make me fit and healthy again, like I once was. But I don't think even Santa can work that kind of miracle. You've punished your body with enough whiskey to make not Water World, but Whiskey World for Kevin Costner. An avatar to the art of whiskey. Yeah, that's true. And long term, it doesn't do you any favours. So, boys and girls, don't do as Kilt-Man does. Don't party in next to nothing. Don't drink whiskey like it's going out of fashion. There you go. And I'm sure there's plenty of other things I do which you shouldn't, but anyway, we'll leave it at that for now. Cheers, y'all. I'll be back later, hopefully, with the Snowman. Why do I do this to myself? I'm already at a low ebb, and I'm going to watch that, which is going to break my heart all over again. Oh, a little secret. I've never seen the Snowman and Snow Dog all the way through, because I know at the start of it, the real dog dies. I know that. So, and I was like, I'm not watching this. However, I've picked up sort of like a third of the way into it, so I know what happens. And, spoiler alert, it ends exactly the same fucking way. Snowmen, they're not built to last, are they? Right. So, folks, in the meantime, in this ever snotty, coffee, wheezy in-between time, please keep it Celtic, keep it Celtic. And I'm going to see you all later. And stay healthy, please. Stick with us. Let's get through Christmas. Come on, together we can do this.